Into this go here, Made in America. We got some awesome shows coming up. I got my awesome co-host. I've been kind of screwing up these intros lately because I don't think we're doing enough shows, Chris. So let me bring on Chris. Let's get a couple shows going on and we'll start busting these out. Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey, Carmen, how are you? Well, the reason why is because we're spending so much time putting together this great panel at the hardware show. So if you're not going to the hardware show, you need to. And we're going to talk about shows in general, but in our case, we've got a habitat center, which is really an inventors section that allows new folks in the industry to really get a taste of these retail buyers. We've got, a Shark Tank panel. We got some great industry, and I do mean experts when I say it. These are folks that have actually done the work and have been successful and have a national brand. Yeah. So it really is going to be a great show. And that's why, Carmen, we're spending much time getting that organized that maybe that's got you off.
Yeah, it's possible. It's amazing to me. I know we got an awesome guest coming on today that's going to really help not only us, but also our listeners, our viewers on how to prepare, what shows maybe to go to, where not to go. But it's amazing to me that when I talk to inventors, some of them haven't heard about the hardware show. Some of them haven't even heard about the UIA. And, with all of the work that you and the rest of the groups are doing, it's amazing that these inventors have not taken advantage of some of the stuff that's out there.
Yeah, I think if you have a product, you need to get a booth, right? I think the hardware show, they've been so gracious to us. We have a meet and greet tent outside. You're going to have some real talent there, some real experts that are going to give some good advice. I mean, like today, right? I've become friends with Marc now. I think that his knowledge and his background is so strong that these are the people you have to listen to, really. I mean, our last show literally blew up and it's still going up in numbers. I'm getting really positive feedback. So today's show, we're going to keep these short. We're going to do 10-minute shows just so you can really get a full effect of it. We're going to talk about trade shows in general, and then gravitate towards what we're doing at the UIA, at the Habitat Center, at the hardware show for a great trade show. So Marc, welcome. Thanks again for joining us. Really appreciate it.
No, my pleasure, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So let's talk about that now. Let's go right into it. Shows. What do you and I know I don't have to say be honest, be straight, right? I know I don't have to say that. Tell us what you think about trade shows, and then we're going to graduate and gravitate a little bit more into our section, which is just dedicated for inventors.
Okay, I mean, you know you're going to get it straight from me, so no need to say straight. But my general feeling about trade shows is they suck. Sorry, I couldn't sugarcoat it for you, but the reality is that I can't tell you how many years I've been going to trade shows. And as a young guy, I used to have to stand in a booth like an asshole and say to a buyer, "Oh, you look great in those in that vest," and they would be like, "Oh, thank you so much," and just hoping to God that they would give me a purchase order. And all I did there was sniff ass all day. That was not for me. Okay, so the bottom line is trade shows are not for me.
So tell me how you really feel.
Go back.
Well, you told me before, Chris, that you wanted me to sugarcoat it. So I figured that was the sugar-coated version.
I have the same feeling, honestly. I do. I was in corporate America for a long time, spent a lot of time in booths. I was even setting up the booths. I don't know, man. Like, I think I got one really great opportunity. It's all about timing. I'd rather talk to the buyer myself firsthand. I can sell it better. It's not like hundreds of people walking around. I mean, it's really like a
no, but dude,
union at times.
So Chris, you've been around the block, right? How many times have you seen yourself? Be honest with me. How many times have you stood in the booth waiting for your next opportunity, God willing, and the asshole has his tag turned backwards, so you can't see what organizations he's from because all of a sudden he's a fucking rock star. I'm sorry.
No. You're right. Absolutely.
You talk to some guy that looks like Egbert, and because he's got his tag turned around, you don't even know what the opportunity is. That's the whole game that I can't stand. Yeah. Be straight, be open, give me an opportunity. If you're not going to give me an opportunity, what the hell did I fly for? What the hell am I laying in a hotel room for? And what the hell am I eating, going to restaurants, expensive restaurants every night for no goddamn reason?
Yeah, but, and it's a long day. It's a long day.
long
Standing up
day.
all day.
I mean, all you can do is just go for a snack and go to the bathroom. That's your trade show. And then all day you're out of this big shit-eating grin on and making believe that life is grand and that you're trying to sell something. So for me, I always follow the money. Where's the money? And most people spend tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars on these trade shows. And do they get it back? I don't know. Do some? I'm sure. Do others? Probably not. But conversely, and I'll segue into the UIA, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass because I'm talking to you guys. I got the president and the vice president here. I'm telling you straight. I never try to miss that UIA show because not only is it for inventors specifically, I would come myself and I would just go to that show and fuck the rest of the trade show. I would go to the UIA for 2 days. I would stop in at every single booth and have a heart-to-heart discussion with every single inventor. A lot of them don't go, obviously, but at least let me hear what they're doing. Maybe I can give them some constructive criticism. So the UIA has always been, always been phenomenal at championing the inventor, and really looking after them. Yes, it's a booth. Yes, they have to pay for it, but the prices aren't crazy. And people walk. Listen, I walked up and down the booth. I said hello to Phil Swift from Flex Seal. When the fuck is an inventor going to get in front of Phil Swift to walk into their booth and say, "Hey, what do you got here? Does it fit into my line?" So that I love about that part of the trade show.
Yeah, Mark. I would always say if you're not present, you can't cash in an opportunity. I've been in areas where by being present, open the door for me to meet new people, get a connection, and actually get in to a retail. I mean, honestly, I got Walmart that way. It was a 2-week window. I made it happen. But, so I think overall, when we look at trade shows, that's something that, it's going back for history. But even this year, we've taken a different approach. We want it to be really friendly for the inventor. We want to offer them an opportunity to pitch right in front of these Lowe's buyers, Home Depot buyers, Wayfair buyers, Ace and True Value buyers. We have a Shark Tank panel, and then we have all this media and real like real players. So think about, like you said, think about that. You talk about Phil Swift, right? Now they get a chance to actually show their product to a real buyer who's making real decisions in the arena that we've set up. And then while that's happening, before and after that, we have all these great guests that talk about how to pitch to a VC. We already know that, right? Not many people know how do they get funding? How do they pitch to a VC? We got folks talking about packaging and retail, talk about national media. So we've got experts now who've done this. We have national brands on a stage sharing this information. Again, it's all for free. We want to make it so it's so user-friendly. And then a meet and greet after each show. They can meet all these folks and hang out with them and talk to them while we're having beverages and food.
Listen, you could say everything you want because you're a board member of the UIA. So everything you say has got to be wonderful. Oh, fucking UIA, it's unbelievable. I get it. But you know what, dude? I don't listen to the words. I watch the actions. And you know what I see? I see every major player in the invention world attending that inventors area of the hardware show. So say what you want, do what you want, scream it from the mountaintops, but every asshole that's a bigwig in the inventor space goes to this part of the show, bar none. Yep. That's all I have to say about it. Yep. And if there's a couple of snooze fests that come up as a speaker, live through it. It's for nothing. But the bottom line is most of it's going to be great. And you're going to get a lot more than you're going to leave with a lot more than you came with. Okay. And that's kudos to the UIA in that regard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mark, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And again, if you don't have a booth, go to the National Hardware, NHS.com, go to the UIA, USA.org websites, sign up. You're going to see, and keep watching the social media posts. We're showing all the guests we have, all our speakers. There's everybody from every industry, QVC, HSN, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, Wayfair, Ace, True Value, Shark Tank. It's full of energy It's got a whole new twist, and we want to make it the best ever. So, Mark, thank you so much for coming on today and giving us your valued, I do mean valued and trusted opinion. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Have a great day, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You know, it's funny how quick this time goes, but any of you inventors that are listening, if you don't have a booth or you're planning on inventing a product, you're in the midst of inventing a product, you could still go to the hardware show and visit the inventor, the UIA area, see the inventions, listen to all of the great educational material that we're presenting, and then also meet the players in the area. I mean, that would be phenomenal. So sometimes, as Mark said, and even as Chris said, not all the shows are for everyone. So, you know, picking the right shows is imperative. It's a make or break thing. So
yes, absolutely. Okay, great. Thanks, everybody.
All right, we're going to close up. I thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow us on social media. Go on out to the Launch Network. Make sure you subscribe to UIA TV. We thank you, and we'll see you next time. You all take care.